In February, they wanted to give me chemo, and oncologists at West Michigan Cancer Center wanted to give me chemo, and I don't want chemo. So my daughter got on the internet and found this, and it's working. Well, I was diagnosed with leukemia in 2007. I lost my big toe to melanoma, and they'd done a bone marrow test as standard procedure, I guess, and they told me I had this chronic leukemia, and the oncologist said it's chronic. We usually don't have to treat it for 10 years. Well, I didn't make 10 years. 3 years later, they was wanting to treat me with chemo. He says the oncologist says only about 10% of the people have that problem that quick with this type of leukemia. But they don't know how long I've had it either. They can't tell me that. Nobody had ever checked it. My daughter searched the internet for alternate treatments for cancer and found this one. And actually, she's the one that helped talk me out of taking the chemo. She talked to me and she says, let's slow down, let's look at this, let's talk about this, let's see if there's something else. So she found him on the internet, and she's good at searching the internet. And then we thought about it and prayed about it and came up here and talked to him, and we didn't sign up for it right away. We went back home, and I think that was a Friday, and we called Monday and signed up for it, and I was back up here Tuesday. We come up here and I talked to Dr. Wycoff, and actually the UBI treatments along with the same diet the chiropractor wanted to give me is what's doing it, I think. I'm not a doctor, but I know I'm getting better. I have staggered in this door here when I couldn't hardly walk. I couldn't hardly go anywhere. I was in, my primary care doctor had me in aerobic therapy to try to loosen my legs up, get them to where they would work and I could walk. It helped, but I couldn't hardly walk. I staggered when I walked and didn't walk very far, and just didn't have no strength. I was getting weak, losing weight. In fact, a year ago I weighed 180 pounds, and I got down to 140 pounds, and now I'm back to about 152. I'm starting to gain my weight back. I don't want to gain it too fast, but I have no side effects from the treatment. Basically all he does is they stick an IV in your arm and take blood out and put it into and this is what I tell everybody when they ask me. They put it into a vacuum bottle, and when they get what they want, then they turn around and put it back through the ultraviolet light back into the vein through the IV. And I have no side effects other than a little red mark where the needle goes in. Never had any side effects from it. Once you get past the first needle prick, then there's no pain to it. That's getting easier to take too. Well, I have a lot of tolerance for pain anyway, but that needle, sticking the needle is like taking any IV or any needle. The first poke is it, and that's all the pain there is to it. Length of the treatment, it's boring sometimes, but then Sabrina and the girls, they keep you entertained a little bit. Sometimes I go to sleep, just relax and go to sleep. My daughter usually comes and keeps me company, and she drives most of the time, but other than that, sitting there in a chair relaxing, the only thing that make it be better, I guess, maybe a big screen TV, but right now, I've been doing once a week. We started out and it was twice a week for the first 4 treatments, and then we went to once a week. I almost enjoy the company when I get here, you know. They're nice people here, they treat us well. I can't say that there's any great feeling difference before or afterwards. It's just the fact that I know in my own head that something's working. It's not really a physical feeling that you could feel, but I know it's getting better, and I feel better, and the blood tests keep coming back better, and what his treatment's doing for me is making me get better. And I think he tells me the truth, and he tells me, watch my diet, which is supposed to be healthy, but it must be healthy because I'm getting better. Before I came here, I thought I was going to wind up taking the chemo to have any kind of a future. And in fact, it took me 2 months before we settled on this, after they told me they wanted to give me chemo. In fact, the cancer doctor doesn't even know I'm here. I never went back to see him after he told me that. I haven't been back to see him.